Hello everyone, my name is Vas József and I am Mr. Musette. I am a digital illustrator from Romania, Transylvania, and in my free time I like to experiment with different art supplies and techniques. If you are new here and you will like my art, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. As I am working as a freelancer illustrator, I don't have a concrete day when I upload a video, so this is why you should enable the notifications as well. But I try to upload at least a video every single week. For this week's video, I am painting a surrealistic illustration character with Aqua Ink from Graphix. In general, I don't record my sketching process because most of the time takes me too much, and I change things as I draw. I change my mind most of the time on the elements and the composition. And my camera with which I film is mostly a vlogging camera, and I cannot really record at a time more than a half an hour. So this is why I start in most of my videos with the line art already finished. And also is a long process, as first I plan out the illustration in my sketchbook, I scan it, I print it out at the size I want to be the final work, and trace it on a new paper using a light pad. And you also might ask why I don't swatch the new art supplies first on camera. Because I think that takes too much time and for some people might be boring that part. As is somehow boring for me too, the swatching part in a video. So I leave more space for the actual artwork process in the video without including the swatching part. And also I think that is more important to show how the art supplies work while I am creating an actual artwork. It's more relevant when you can see how these layer on each other, how the colors mix and interact with each other, how transparent or opaque they are, and so on. So I bought these watercolor inks from Graphix only because I was curious how they work. I know that there's some other liquid watercolor brands as well, but as I saw on most of the reviews, they reactivate on the paper very easily, which is not my cup of tea in a watercolor supply. I like to layer colors on each other without to have the problem that the underneath layer would reactivate very easily. I had this problem with the Viviva watercolor pad, which I used only once, and since then I don't even consider to use them again in a new illustration. So as these Graphix watercolor inks had in their name the ink word, I've got excited to try them out and see how well I can use them in my illustrations and how would they be different from a liquid watercolor and from a normal ink. Well, it's simple. While I was using them, I learned that they reactivate easily on the palette even after they were dry. Also, they reactivate on the paper at some extent, somehow like normal watercolors. They of course stain the paper and you cannot lift all the colors up, but this makes sense as they contain ink. Also, as you might conclude, they layer on each other very well after the first layer is dry. Also, what is different for the most of the inks is that the colors dry matte on the paper, which is the case of most of the inks. They dry a little bit glossy. So I like how these watercolor inks perform, and which is a big plus is that they claim that they are light fast, so will not fade easily in time. About the illustration, I don't have too much to say, only that I have this idea for some time of this character which has instead of its heart an apple, and its nervous system are these leafy vines. This is why I sticked to the red and blue, as in anatomy the nerve system is represented with these two colors. I think that this was the first time that I finished an illustration and I was happy with it 100%. Turned out exactly as imagined from the first time, so I am quite happy with this. So this might be all for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did so, subscribe to the channel and more importantly click that notification bell as well. That way YouTube will notify you about my next upload. Also feel free to check out my other videos on my channel, as you might find something you like. You can also follow me on my social media platforms as well. Links to these are in the description of the video. Thank you for watching, and do not forget, life is a song, illustrate it.